Hello, friends. It's Megan, and today we are just going to meal prep our weekly lunch and dinner. So this is gonna be like our base, because I have sweet potatoes that I add into the meal prep, like when I'm packing for lunch. Because I'm doing my lunches with sweet potato instead of my dinners. So this is kind of what I do. So I have crock pot chicken right here. It's gonna be really freaking hot. I just thought about that. That's okay. We're gonna burn ourselves for fitness, for lifestyle. Okay, now I'm geared up. I'm just gonna like slightly tilt. Look at the steam. Okay, slightly tilting that. Oh. And then we're gonna dump this down the sink. Don't come at me for just dumping it down the sink, but that's what we're doing. Yes, I have not done dishes. It splashed on me and it's hot. I do not remember how many pounds of like chicken breast this is, but that's okay because we're getting it out into individual pans anyways. Yeah, that is the chicken breast. And now we are going to slice this bad boy up. Well, not really slice, we're going to use our tongs. Or pinchers. Okay, that's doing it really nice. Sometimes the chicken's like super tough and it's hard to shred it like this, but because I've had it on there, like, or had it in there boiling for, I don't know, 25 hours. I'm just kidding. I've had it boiling for like 8 hours probably. So I know for sure it's done. And we're just shredding it like this. Easy shred. Because like, so I like my chicken like this instead of baking it. Sometimes you get the chicken and you bake it, and then it tastes like super rubbery. Not taste, but like the texture is like super rubbery and it just throws you off, and then you get the chicken ick. Comment down below if you've ever gotten the chicken ick because you baked it and then you had like the little rubber pieces. Anyway, so this combats that because it's just shredded, and when you put sauce on it, it like absorbs the sauce and it makes it so good. Especially with my peanut sauce that I make. So good. If you want like an individual recipe of the peanut sauce, let me know because I can provide that for sure. So once we get this shredded, we're just gonna set it to the side. And then we move on to the green bean part. I bet you're very curious on how we cook these green beans. Yep, I bet you're very curious about it. Let me grab them. You're starting off with 1,000,000 bags of green beans. Not any green beans, okay? Great value, fine green beans. She needs to be fine, because we want to be fine, don't we? Okay, so we take our green beans and we cut open the bag. That's it. We're not cooking these because they're gonna cook in the microwave when we heat up our meal preps this week, and I'm lazy. So you just get your scale and take your grubby little hands and you just place it in your meal prep. For me personally, I'm doing 150 grams of green beans because that is what fits into my plan. Eat more or less if you want. Mind you, my meal prep is probably very low calorie compared to other people's, but that is because I eat a lot throughout the day. I like having snacks, so it just works better for me in that way. 151, that is fine, because I'm not going to chop one green bean for that. I'll just set it to the side. I don't know if anybody else's meal preps get like that little tiny white thing, those things. After a while they get those. I don't know what it is, but call me dirty, we're using it. Now we're just going to continue to weigh these out. So we went to a store called the Flying Hog today, and it's like a discount store, and we found, what was it? The birthday cake protein. So if you have watched my videos before, you know that we've used, the birthday cake protein. Let me find it. Hold on. This protein powder right here. So it was like $15. $15. I had to make sure. But yeah, so 15 for this. It's just a really freaking good deal. And then we went to Walmart. And at Walmart in the clearance section, because if you ain't looking in the clearance section, you're doing it wrong. But we went there and they had a caramel protein. I don't remember. I think it was like Premier protein powder. And it was on sale for $25, which is pretty good for that brand. So we are proteined up. I'll just tell you that. I also got some clothes at Daisy Exchange because we were supposed to go to the Tulip Festival. But I kid you not, the line for the Tulip Festival was so freaking long. We pulled up and it said like an hour away, which we were thinking, okay, that makes sense because it's, you know, a couple towns away. Well, it turns out it was probably like 40 minutes away, and the line to park was 20 minutes. So we didn't go pick tulips, even though I wanted to so bad. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna fast forward this part because this is a little boring because I have like a bunch of meal preps. We're doing meal prep for tomorrow, so lunch and dinner, and then throughout the week, except for one dinner because we're gonna go eat at my fiance's dad's that day. So I'm not mathing right now, but I will pop up the answer to how many meal preps it will be. Okay, so we're just gonna fast forward through this. Oh, I just thought about something. So, I'm going into my 7th week of this prep, and that was too much. I took out. Anyways, I'm going into week 7 on prep, which is exciting because it's almost over. I plan on just doing a 12-week prep because I don't want to do too much. I'm not, like, yes, I want to get as lean as I can, but I'm not trying to get stage lean just because, obviously, I'm not there yet with competitions. But I'm thinking of probably a week after I start eating at maintenance calories, we're probably going to go to a buffet. And there's this new buffet in town, which I really, really want to go to, called Viet Buffet. If you don't know, that stands for Vietnamese food. Anyways, I saw a couple of videos or TikToks of people eating there and posting about it, and they have this spring rolls with peanut sauce, and I freaking love spring rolls and peanut sauce. So I'm thinking about making it into like a calorie challenge. It's not going to be like one of those grand 10,000 calories in one sitting kind of thing. It might end up being that, but I'm not purposely going to try to eat that many calories. I just want to go and eat as much
peanut sauce as possible,
and as many crab rangoons as possible. Yeah. Oh, and if you watched my Chipotle video, yeah, it doesn't seem like that much food because I feel like they skimped me. When we were there, we got there at like 2:50, and the line had already started forming. But luckily, we went before the majority did. So the employees were like heavily trying to get everything prepared, watching the line form. I could see in their eyes they were so scared. Oh, I couldn't imagine working there. I would have quit on spot. Anyways, they like skimped our bowls by a lot, and I'm thinking it's because they wanted to preserve as much of the food as possible so they don't have to refill it as much. You just don't do that to a girl, okay? And I'd asked for extra fajita veggies. They did not give me extra fajita veggies. Mind you, these employees were like young, and so they were probably overwhelmed with all of the people in the store and probably weren't paying too close attention to what we were all saying, so I don't blame them at all. But then the last part that kind of frustrates me with this is we had put ours in the same bag, like we told them put it in the same bag, and it was BOGO, and I have a tattoo and he has a tattoo, but we paid for we paid for 3 bowls and only one of them was BOGO, so they skimped us on that. So we paid like $30, something like that, instead of paying like for one with the BOGO and another with the BOGO, because we were going to pay for them separately, but they didn't really give us the option, and they were just trying to rush us out of there, which I understand because there was a lot of people. But I was like, dang it, the whole reason we went is so we could get super cheap meal prep for this weekend. Because yes, we do all of this meal prep. He also meal preps his food, kind of like I do, but he like actually cooks his veggies because he's bougie. But anyways, we eat whatever we want on the weekends as long as it stays within our macros, because it kind of gives us a little break of our weekly, and we have time on the weekends to kind of cook a little bit because I'm already baking for my bakery. I need another bag of green beans. Hold up. We're almost there though. Almost there on this. But yeah, so I thought about doing like a little series because since we did the Chipotle, maybe do like what I get on a cut out to eat. So when I initially lost my 85 pounds back in 2020, I pretty much ate out every single day, every single meal, and I was still losing all that weight. Was that like the best choice? No, but I did it because I didn't really want to cook. And like my friends and I, we just wanted to go out to eat all the time, so that's what we did. But I chose the healthier choices, and I can teach you guys how to do that too. Because I know a lot of people don't like cooking or don't have time for it. And if you have time, like on your lunch break, to go get something real quick, then I mean, do it. But I can show you how to choose like the healthier alternative at each fast food restaurant. Now, all the bougie restaurants, no, I don't know about those. But like Panda Express, I can do. Subway, I can do. But yeah, I'm trying to think of where else. Chick-fil-A, I used to eat Chick-fil-A a lot. That one's kind of relatively simple, but I have a few tips and tricks up my sleeve for that. But yeah, just let me know in the comments if you want that. Yeah. I didn't mean for this to turn into a little talking sesh, but it did. But on this journey, now that I'm going into week 7, I've lost about 10 pounds so far. And my whole goal isn't necessarily weight loss, it's fat loss. There's a difference. If you're searching for weight loss, you're probably on the wrong channel. But this is fat loss, because I don't want to lose my muscle. I am trying to build muscle, and we're going to be doing that after this lean cut. And don't think when I start bulking that I'm just going to be eating, I guess I did mention the buffet, but I'm not going to be eating that all the time. I'm going to basically be eating this, but instead of using, like, give an example, like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, I'll up that, because I'll be upping my macros. Instead of eating 100, we lost a green bean. Anyway, instead of eating unhealthy food, we're still gonna be eating healthy food. It's just gonna be more of it, and probably more throughout the day, because my stomach can only handle so much. Can I eat so much, like a lot? Yes, but it makes me feel miserable. So Whitney's way too dumb. Okay, now the part you've been waiting for. Chicken. So we change it to our ounces, and we're going to be doing 4 ounces of chicken in each. Let's scoop this closer. Mind you, this meal prep is fit to my body and my macros, my goals. If you need more, do more. If you don't want to do this at all, then don't. This is just what I eat and how I'm hitting my goals. Because nutrition is 80% of it. And mind you, I'm not just eating this. I'm also eating this with sweet potato. Well, one of the meals, the lunch meal, I'm eating with sweet potato. Comment down below what you guys eat for your meal preps, or if you have any suggestions for me. Something easy, because I'm also in college, and then I also work full-time. And I have 2 baby buns, and those are basically a full-time job, so if you know, you know. Also, comment down below how you found my page. I want to know, I'm curious. Ooh, look at that. Look at those veins. I'm getting vascular. Hell yeah. Why'd you do this? The ice machine is loud, okay? Also, I just thought, what is your favorite restaurant to go eat at? Like, if you had to choose, like, a fancy restaurant like Red Lobster, or if you'd prefer to go to, like, In-N-Out. I've never been to In-N-Out, but I feel like it would be good. Oh, Freddy's is really good. I used to eat at Freddy's, too, on my journey, so if you want to know about that, because their fries are delicious, and I was not missing out on those fries. Also, I keep saying also, when we were out today, shopping around, doing whatever, I felt so confident. I was like, oh my gosh, people are looking at me, and I feel nice, whatever. And then I got to think, why are people looking at me? What is going on? I forget that I'm wearing a tank top, and you can see this massive freaking pacemaker scar. I get reminded every time I wear a tank top. People like to stare, which I get it. I kind of wish one day that somebody would just, like, ask me, what happened? Which I did have that happen when we went to a Comic-Con, and one of the vendors asked me, they're like, what happened? And that felt awkward, so maybe don't ask me. Yeah. Just because it makes me feel awkward. But if you want to, I mean, go ahead. But if you're watching this, you already know. And if you're wondering why I haven't been posting gym videos, it's because I do the same workout routine every single week. I literally haven't added anything else. And we switched gyms because, not to sound like that girl, but somebody started going to the gym that made me feel very uncomfortable due to past circumstances at a job. And so we switched gyms, and that gym is a lot more compact. And I really like, and it's also a lot busier in the morning. Believe it or not, people like to go to the gym at 3 a.m. I thought we were the only ones. No. There's a lot of freaking people that go to the gym at 3 a.m. Long story short, that gym is very, very packed in the morning, and I really don't want to film people without, like, I don't know, I feel bad about it, because I wouldn't want to be filmed. If I'm going that early in the morning, I don't want to be seen, kind of thing, but I also go that early in the morning to film myself, not only for you guys, but to film my progress, so I can see it. I don't know what that voice crack was. I'm running out of chicken. I have 3 meal preps left, and it's probably not enough chicken. You know what that means? That means I have to go back to the store. But that doesn't mean that I actually have to get chicken. I can get salmon. I'll probably get frozen salmon. That would be good. But I would have to make sure it fits within my macros. Because I've been using peanut butter sauce, but... Oh, I guess, yeah. So, when I make my peanut sauce, I use PP2. But since I've been having to eat my carbs earlier in the day, I've been using real peanut butter because my fats are switched around, basically. So now, if I were to do salmon, I wouldn't be able to do peanut sauce with real peanut butter. So we'll see. We'll see. But pretty much that's what my meal preps are about. Thank you if you have listened this far, because I just realized how little my conversation is. But maybe I'll get better. I don't know. I'm just going to add the rest of this chicken into here. We lost a piece of chicken. I like scrape the very end of it. What is this? Oh, this is scraping. This one has 1.3 pounds. That's a reminder for me later. But yeah, that's it. So this is my meal preps for the week. We are going to start on roasted potatoes tomorrow. We do them in separate days because we have to do so much in one day in the weekend, just because we are very busy people. Later I will be filming my breakfast because my breakfast has actually changed. So it's going to be oats and blueberries and protein powder. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys join us for the next video, which will literally just be my meal preps. Which will literally just be my breakfast meal preps. And yeah, I hope you are tuning along for my journey. This journey right here, big and tough, okay? And if you want to get biceps like these, I have a video linked for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.